This is part 2 of a lesson which I uploaded some months ago for Pink Floyd's Lost for Words. This lesson is for the intro and the first guitar solo. So starting off with the intro then, it's much the same as the first part of the song. If you strike the note on the 3rd fret of the 5th string there, hammer on to the 2nd fret of the 4th string, play the 3rd string open into an F chord, except you want to lift your middle finger off of the 2nd fret of the 3rd string to begin with. You're going to do a down strum and then hammer on with your middle finger onto the 2nd fret of the 3rd string there. And really you only really want to be playing the 3rd, 4th and 2nd strings. There's an up down afterwards, then the next down strum, lift your middle finger off again, going into a C chord, except to begin with on the first down strum, hammer on to the 2nd fret of the 4th string with your middle finger there, and the down up afterwards. So put it together, it should be and go round again. This time, when you get to this point, it goes into an A minor chord, and I tend to do a hammer on with my middle and ring finger onto the 2nd fret of the 3rd and 4th strings there, and into a G chord, just a single down strum, then hammer on to the 2nd fret of the 4th string, play it open, 3rd fret of the 5th string, back into an F chord. Kind of extends on the F chord there, and that's pretty much the intro. It does that for 4 bars, and it runs underneath the first solo. Anyway, looking at the first solo, fairly easy scale really. I mean, if you're just starting out with your scales, this could be a good one for you as it's relatively slow paced. So starting off then with your ring finger down on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, you're going to pick that note, slide up to the 5th fret, ending on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Then back to the 5th fret of the 2nd string, placing your 1st finger down on the 3rd fret. You're going to play the notes, pull your finger off, then slide back to the 1st fret. Cool. Then keeping your 1st finger there on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, place your ring finger down on the 3rd fret, play the note, pull your finger off, ending on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Then back up to the 1st fret of the 2nd string, ring finger down on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, you're going to play the note, do a bend, then stop the string. Then we have this tricky little part here, which is basically an F chord, except you only want to be strumming the 3rd and 4th strings, and you have to bear with me here because you have to play it with a rhythm. But anyway, if you form that sort of F chord, but lift your middle finger off of the 2nd fret of the 3rd string to begin with, you're going to do a down strum and hammer back onto the 2nd fret with your middle finger. Then it's a down, up, down. On that last down strum, if you pull your middle finger off, then it's up, down, up. And then on the next down strum, lift your ring finger from the 3rd fret of the 4th string, down into a C chord, down. Then we come all the way up here to the 7th fret of the 3rd string, going to pick that note, slide up to the 9th fret, middle finger down on the 8th fret of the 2nd string, then again middle finger down on the 8th fret of the 1st string with your 1st finger down on the 7th fret of the 1st string, going to pick that note, pull your middle finger off. Then back to the 8th fret of the 2nd string, Going to pick that note and slide up to the 10th fret, then back to the 8th fret, 9th fret of the 3rd string, then leaving your middle finger on the 9th fret of the 3rd string, place your 1st finger down on the 7th fret, then you're going to play the notes on the 9th fret, pull your finger off and slide back to the 5th fret. Then leaving your 1st finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string there, go back up with your middle finger to the 7th fret, going to pick that note, pull your finger off, and then end on the 7th fret of the 4th string. Back up to the 5th fret of the 3rd string, leaving your finger 1st finger there, middle finger down on the 7th fret. You're going to pick the note, do a bend, release the bend, then back to the 5th fret. Then back to the 4th fret, going to pick the notes, do a bend, release the bend. 7th fret of the 4th string, 5th fret of the 4th string, then going to slide up from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the 5th string, 5th fret of the 4th string, 7th fret of the 4th string, 5th fret of the 4th string, then back down to the 7th fret of the 5th string with your middle finger, place your 1st finger back on the 5th fret, you're going to pick the notes on the 7th fret, pull your finger off and slide back to the 3rd fret. Then leaving your 1st finger down on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, going to go back up to the 5th fret with your middle finger, pick the notes, pull your finger off, down to the 5th fret of the 6th string, and then end with the notes on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. So I'll just play that through slowly for you. Regular speed. Anyway, I hope that I've explained that well enough. Obviously, particularly when learning guitar solos, it's much better to put the CD in, have a good listen yourselves, as that will give you the exact timing and teach you the correct pronunciation of how Dave Gilmour actually plays it. I hope you have some fun with that one. Don't forget to check out part 3 eventually when I upload it for the main guitar solo. Cheers, take care.